Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a my makeup while I'm talking. Also, I'm a little bit tanner than usual. No, it doesn't look like it, but I'm going to be using some different products because I'm tanner. Let's get started. I'm going to be trying some new makeup, like a new makeup thing. Not a product, but I'm going to be trying a new makeup look that I've never tried before. Now let's begin. Sorry if it isn't even. I'm trying my best. You're very close to me though. You're very, as you can see, you're very, close to me. So let's get started. Ooh. I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Lasting Radiance Concealer in 030 Classic Beige. And I'm just going to grab a I'm not going to be using this palette. This is just as a mirror. I love this concealer. Also, I already have mascara on because I didn't want to take it off. But yeah, and now I'm just going to be blending it in with this sponge. This is from the brand Premium. I believe that's the brand. Now I've got a nice base. My eyelids are a little bit more even. I'm using this lip gloss from OXX. It's just came in a little pack of 5. It's just the darkest one. So I'm just going to be grabbing that and putting some on my hand. Then once again this brush, and I'm gonna try my best to possibly make a flame shape if I can. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do, and then I'm just kind of gonna add a little bit of Okay, so I just kind of did that. I mean, I think it looks okay. Now I'm gonna grab the James Charles palette because it has the red that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna use the bright red. Oh, red though. And I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just kind of gonna like set it so it isn't as like shiny. That looks pretty cool if you ask me. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just did the other eye and now we can get started on the face. Onto the actual face. So for the face, I'm gonna be using this OXX Hydrating Primer. Pretty good primer if you ask me, I like it. And I'm gonna be using this Nobody's Bay, just like fluffy brush. I don't really know what this brush is meant for. I used to use it for like blush and then bronzer or contour or whatever, but now I just use it for primer because it's more sanitary to use a brush for primer than to use, you know, your hands for obvious reasons. So yeah, I don't really know if my I don't know if my concealer or anything will match. Also, it's really hot, so that's why my face is so red. Now, I have a couple of different, like, things. I have three different options for foundation. I don't think any of them will match. They're all a little bit too pink. And this one's a concealer, but we'll try it. And I'll see if I can get it to work. But I'll just use a little bit. This is like my summer shade. And then I added, this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And it was in, Cream Puff. Yeah, it was in Cream Puff. And so I just added a little bit of this foundation to it because it was like not my shade. Like, I don't know, whoever matched it at Mecca, I don't know what was happening, but it is not my shade. So yeah, and I'm just gonna put it like under my eyes where I would usually put concealer because this is a concealer and I only have like one foundation that I use, and it isn't even a foundation, it's a CC cream. And it's the Sports Girl one that I showed you. This one. Because, yeah, I don't know. Okay, actually I think that looks okay. I fake tanned, so I'm like a different color than I usually am. Like I said, so you can't, it's kind of hard to. Now I'm just kind of putting it everywhere. I'm only putting a little bit because I still don't really think it's completely my shade, but it's the closest thing I'll get. I'm actually just going to use a brush because yeah, it's easier, and my beauty blender isn't all the way, like, it isn't completely damp, it's like slightly damp, but it isn't like damp enough to like where I like it to be. Actually, I think that's a pretty good match. I know I don't look like I'm tan, but like, come on. My face isn't that tan. I would want my face to be a little bit tanner. if I'm being honest, because if we're like really being honest here, my face is pretty much still the same color as it usually is. It's like slightly darker, but not really. So I might just like use a tiny bit of tan and like leave it on for a little bit less and just kind of like touch up my face. Like leave it on, instead of overnight, leave it on for like 20 minutes to just kind of like touch up my face, because it's like not exactly perfect. Now I'm going to be using the same concealer I used before, the Rimmel London one, and I'm going to be using this as actual concealer. Like that. And then, before I blend this out, I'm also going to grab another sportsgirl palette. This is the sportsgirl Beauty Base Foundation palette. If you saw my haul video, then you would know that I got this just recently. And I'm going to, ooh, there we go. I hate when I get mirrors all dirty. And I'm going to be using this color here. Then also maybe a little bit of this color as well as contour. And I'm going to be using this flat paddle brush. And I'm also going to be using a tiny bit of that color there just to kind of lighten it. And I'm just kind of going to be, I'm not using too much of that, but yeah. I also don't want my neck to look like a completely different color because I contoured so much that like my neck is just like so pale. And then I'm also just going to be contouring the very tip of my nose because yeah. I can't really see the contour on my nose, but it is there, I promise. Okay, now I'm going to blend that all in and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've done that, I'm going to be using this. Yep. And I'm actually going to be using the little like applicator thing, sponge thing it comes with, and I just tapped a little tiny bit into the container lid, and I'm just gonna go like that, and I'm just kind of gonna swipe it because I found like this is the best application for this particular product because it is a little bit different. It's just, I mean, there isn't really anything to it. This is just the best application for me, because it is kind of drying a little bit. Like, not heaps, but it can be a little bit drying. So, yeah. Then I'm just gonna pack that away. I just kind of go like that. And now I look kind of weird, but that's okay. Now, I'm gonna grab this. This is the Makeup Revolution London Roxy, I don't know, Roxy X, or Roxy Roxaurus Contour and Highlighting Palette. And this is a, collaboration palette with another with a YouTuber. And I'm gonna grab this shade right here. This is a normal one I use, and a tiny little bit of that, like barely any. And then I'm gonna tap, and then go like that. And then really, really lightly, barely touching my face, I'm just gonna go like that. Because we don't want it to be too intense, which it's gonna be anyways. But we don't want it to be over the top. As in, like, my face is a completely different color. Oh my god, I'm starting to hit pan. Wow. Once I hit pan on this shade, I need to get a new bronzer, because, like, that's the only one I use. Or a new contour. because like the other ones really aren't my shade. I really like this palette though, and I will be keeping it, and I can probably do with the other ones, but like I barely use the other ones. This is the only one I use, so like this is the only contour palette I use. Little bit there. I'm not going to be putting blush on because my skin's already really red. Yeah. This looks horrible, but it's okay. Now I'm going to be putting on highlighter. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to kind of mix all of them around like that, because I want to start using that one. And I'm just going to go in. Get into it. Yeah, get into it. If you have TikTok, you probably would know that. I'm going to be putting a little bit above my eyebrows right here to kind of give me that little bit of pop, I guess. And now you're done. Yeah, and then I'm just going to chuck on like Burt's Bees or something, but actually, then I'm just going to chuck on this lip gloss. A tiny bit of it. And now you're done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what sort of videos you want to see from me next. I know this video was probably kind of boring, but I'm going to have some more interesting videos up soon, hopefully. Look at my arms and stuff are like a completely different shade to my... It's okay. I know this is probably boring, but I'm going to have some fun videos up next week, especially since I'm going to the Grampians. I'm going to be filming it. So I have something to edit while we're going and stuff. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video and some fun stuff coming up. So yeah, bye!